Our local shoe company, Bathu, is a PTY Ltd, aspired to create a proudly South African shoe brand for Africans. Young entrepreneur Theo Baloyi joins us in studio to unpack his newly launched venture. Theo, thanks so much for joining us. You are currently employed, and you started the company when?
Basically, I started the company early last year in 2015. We worked on the project for 18 months. So we only launched 2 weeks ago. So it was a lot of research and development, back-to-back proposals, just behind the scenes. So we just only launched 2 weeks ago.
Okay, who's backing you?
No one. I just had to do it from my pocket.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I don't have anyone backing me. Hence we worked on it for 18 months, and we took so long to really launch the company. We did our proof of concept early last year, and so from that we've been raising capital after we got the feedback from the market.
Okay, yeah. And how much did you require to start up? Because sometimes entrepreneurs would want to wait for an ideal situation and more money to start a venture, but you went into it with a little bit you had.
Yes, so it just a little bit over 150K to really start this process, because remember, we manufacturing this locally. We had to get our material and stuff like that, so and also meet the requirements from the factory. So it was quite an intense process, but eventually we pulled it through.
Yeah. And distribution, where are you guys available?
We're currently available on social media, so people can get us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Our Facebook account is Bathu, B-A-T-H-U, it's just one word. Instagram and Twitter, it's Bathu_SA.
Yeah, so this is beneficiation at its highest level, because everything is locally sourced and made and kept here.
Absolutely. So the whole objective is to tell a proudly South African story. The word Bathu has existed for centuries in the country.
What does it mean?
Shoe. It means shoe. So if you go to if you go to any township in the country, like Gogule to Durban, Soweto to Alex, you get in there and you say Bathu. We use the word to refer to any type of a shoe, whether it's a sneaker, whether it's a formal shoe, whether it's a boot. It's always Bathu.
Yeah, Bathu, but you decided to go into the sneaker route. You're not necessarily going into the kick and bobozas.
Actually, it's we are going there. It just so happened that our first range are sneakers, but later, as we go, we plan to go into other types of shoes. I always tell people this, that they should not confuse us for a fashion brand. We're not trying to be a fashion brand. We're trying to be a retail brand. We're trying to create a shoe retail company, have a chain of stores, and tell the story to the world. Why can we not have a Bathu store in Italy? And Italians can say, this is Bathu, it's South Africans, and meet shoe. So that's what we're trying to create.
So it's a whole paradigm shift in conscientizing the market as well, not just to buy South Africa, proudly South African, as a seasonal thing, but to be proud of the manufacturing capacity and quality that we have.
Absolutely. So we're also trying to change the mindset, because we have this mindset to believe that brands from overseas are far much more better than our own brand. The stories behind it are far much more better than our own, So we've got this story, we've got the capacity, we have to change that, So that's what we're trying to do.
Exactly, but again, people consume based on the perception of a brand, that it gives you prestige, Mafagi All-Star, a vis-a-vis, a auction culture, that kind of thing. So a lot of awareness needs to be created on your part.
Absolutely, and in truth be told, who said that? Who said when you're wearing All-Star or whatever?
Now he has Mafagi,
but that's the perception.
No,
that's the perception
that
that's the perception that we got. So we're trying to change that, to say no, Washa Bathu, like it is. You can wear it with pride and dignity.
Yeah. So talk us through the process, the creative elements of Bathu, the sneaker range, what inspired it. I see you've got blue, white, and red, which could be American colors. So explain all of that.
I love that. That's a very good question. So the whole aim of Bathu, as much as we wanted to tell a proudly South African story, we just didn't want to have, any other story. We wanted to have something unique in the market. You spoke about All-Star, So if we take a design of an All-Star, we put any other brand on it, any other logo, it's known for what? It's known for an All-Star. It doesn't matter. So we wanted to have that identity to our brand. So we sat down with our designers in the team, and we had to think outside the box. So with our time frames and our projected time of launching, we knew that we're going to launch this year, so it will be summer, it will be spring. So our first range had to be something that is applicable to the season, that people can really receive very well. But we don't want to be like anyone. So we say this is the only sneaker that breathes. because it's made out of mesh, you know, and the colors at the bottom, the rubber at the bottom, it's got colors on it. So when you're wearing it, you can actually get air. When you're wearing it, you can wear it with happy socks. You know what I mean? You can show off your happy socks.
But you can't not wear it without socks because that just makes them stink.
You can wear it with the secret socks if you want to.
Okay, you still have to have the socks.
The socks on, you know what I'm saying? So
do you have the socks, or do you collaborated with Happy Socks? Are you partnering?
No. Actually, I shouldn't even call it happy socks. I should just say colorful socks, because of I've got my brother Skinny Blue socks that I love so much. So I wanna, you know, you should wear it with the Skinny Blue socks actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not the happy socks. Wear it with the Skinny socks.
Before.
Yeah.
Okay, so and the different colors, like you were saying, it's for the season, it's happiness, it's, you know, can you train in them? Are these trainers? Can you use them for exercise?
Exactly. That was the whole aim of doing a proof of concept, because of I wore them first, but I didn't want to be biased on my product. You know, I wanted to assemble a few people, like 50 clients, to wear on them. So I do cardio on them, I run on them. You know, you can go to gym on them. So I do a lot of cardio on them, you know, so, and then they're absolutely...
And it has been approved. You've gone through all the associations with regards to health requirements, you know, and supporting.
Yeah, so what we've done so far, in terms of association, we haven't gone that far, to be totally the truth. What we've gone through is the requirements from the factory, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of testing that happens at the factory, so we've went through all that process.
Okay, SAB is approved, zonke bonke?
Yeah.
Okay. So retail, how much?
800. So it retails for 800.
Okay, yes. Not negotiable?
Not negotiable.
Lay-by?
No.
Month end?
No. Not at all. Okay. Not at all. So it's 800 cash.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've got a banking system. How do you do your online banking?
So absolutely, what we do is, so people will hit us up. It's either on social media or they'll give us a call, and then we'll just reply with our banking details. And then from that, they will deposit the money into our account using their names as ref, you know, and then we'll just arrange delivery as soon as the money clears in our account, you know. So that's the kind of system that we have for now, but obviously we'll improve as time goes.
Okay, and how far wide is your reach? Can you go
so
to
actually, so we actually just partnered with a brand called, it's an online store, proudly South African, owned by a guy of mine called Vosi Mabona. So
your dog?
What they do, yeah, my dog.
Sure.
So it's called Brands Africa. It's an online store, so you can actually go on there and get our shoes. So what they do is that they do, or if you buy online, they do all the deliveries around the country. You know what I mean? So if you buy outside Joburg, or if you're in outside Joburg, you can just, you know, buy through them.
Okay, Theo, we really wish you all the luck. It looks wonderful.
Thank you.
800 Rand, there goes the budget. But of course, you can get hold of Bathu. So it's bathu.co.za, bathu.co.za, and go to brandsafrica.co.za to purchase your pair, and send us a snap picture of your fine self in these wonderful quality shoes.